Alrighty, so here's the deal.
Here's the deal.
This thing had been running perfectly fine the other day when I was mowing. And then all of a sudden, I don't really know what the fuck happened, but something did and she started running like absolute shit. Now this here is a brand new carburetor. It's got less than 30 hours on it. Shit, probably less than 20. And there's no reason it should be fucking up like this, but it is. So I pulled the gas line and the filter and ran it down. Tried to hit my gas can, but I didn't. It had that patch that you see right there. And it was flooding out, so that is not plugged. And I don't see how this would be plugged, considering it's a brand new fuel filter. And this thing is acting like it's got some kind of vacuum issue, but the only two ways I could see that is if there's a hole in the line that's not leaking anywhere, or this, which runs back into the block, or this like PCV valve type of deal here. Well, I checked both of those, and I can't find any vacuum leak in any of them. Now, being a brand new carburetor, it's pretty normal that you buy a cheaper carb like this, you're probably going to need to be tuned. So I'm going to have to dig into this carb, unfortunately. But I've been putting that off because I've been meaning to do something different with this exhaust. So today's the day. So to do what it is that I'm going to do to this exhaust, I have to pull it off, and that consists of, I wish the sun wasn't in my fucking eyes, those two bolts right there, and then those two right there on the other side. Those 4 bolts, you undo those and this exhaust, the whole system comes right off. Exhaust is off. So, I am not at all a talented welder or exceptionally good at bending pipe, and I don't have the shit to bend pipe with. So the idea is that we keep this case, but it's got all those baffles and shit in there, and so we're just gonna hollow this out and make this an empty fucking drum. And to do that, we're gonna cut it in half, and we're gonna take off a little bit more than that too. But the idea is to cut it about 1.5 inches to the side of your exit, your little tailpipe there, and then 2.5 inches there, and then we'll cut out this midsection all the way through and have some pipe to go over top of it and some clamps, and that'll reshape this drum. And then this will just be an open drum. It'll be almost kind of like a resonator, but not really. More like a chambered muffler, except it's the muffler itself is the one in single chamber. Now, if your blade isn't long enough to cut all the way through this, you might have to get kind of creative and flip this around on the vise a couple of times. But one way or another, we'll get her. Now that we've got it repositioned a bit, this is, by no means not the easiest fucking way of doing things, but you gotta shit with the ass God gave you, so that's what I'm doing. Well, I fucked up a little bit. It's kind of tends to happen when you can only see one of your fucking points of reference at a time. So we're a little off-centered. I'm going to have to make a bit of a diagonal cut there, but in the grander scheme of things, it's really not that big of a deal since this is all going to be covered up by another piece of pipe anyways. This is proving to be a little bit harder than I was fucking hoping for, but we'll get her. First half of the muffler is off. The idea is to get rid of a pretty solid section of this fucking pipe. For one, it'll make the tractor a bit louder and it'll sound badass. And for two, I'll make it a bit less restrictive. And let the fumes just the noise just bellow within this fucking case here. Does it really work that well or not? I'm not sure, but looking forward to finding out. I think it will. It'll definitely, it'll make some kind of difference for sure. And I definitely think for the better. So, time to cut the second half. This is pissing me the fuck off, folks. So as I stated earlier, I got this end off of here. And I started to film more, but well, believe it or not, I cut it for some pretty coarse language. And if you've been around my channel for a while, you'll know that it must be pretty fucked up if I'm cutting it for coarse language. But anyway, I got this mostly cut. The problem is this right here. Well, not this piece, but, you know, it extends over here. And we have to get that cut off or else our clamp won't go over top of it. Well, when I was cutting this off, it fucking ground a hole in the muffler, which if you line it up, comes down to our tailpipe here. So I can't just clamp over top of it because then I'd have to cut this and clamp over top of that. I think it's obvious why that won't work. This is kind of a cool room. But anyway, by the way, the kind of cool room. Yeah, somebody doesn't want to be on camera, but kind of cool room. Other than there's lots of bugs, but not so much now. Anyway, I have some ideas on how to cover that up, but I'll get to those later. For now, we're going to cut this the rest of the way out. And there's a plate right there, and then there's a baffle in there. And that, well, makes our exhaust more restrictive. And makes it quieter. We're trying to get rid of both of those. So, time to get cutting again. Got my flashlight on so we can see a bit better. But as you can see there's that plate I was talking about. We got the midsection out. We got this end off. We still have our handy dandy fucking hole right there. Fucked up this gasket a bit, but it's not that big of a deal since the extension there in the pipe goes up into the cylinder head a little. So not ideal, but it's not really a problem. And as we can see, we have that piece of pipe here. We got that thing flopping around. We don't need it. And the idea would be to cut probably that piece of pipe right there, the one with the holes in it. I'm not so sure how well that's going to work, but let me take a minute to think about this, boys. Started working on cutting through that, and then I realized I'm kind of bending this, which I can bend back. It's not that huge of a concern, but it's not exactly a small concern. So I might fuck with this a little bit more, and I may not, but thinking I'm going to finish the rest of it tomorrow. So fucking see you guys then. Sorry to spend the hell out of this a little bit, but I can bend it back in the vise. We got, wherever the fuck it went, right there, we got that cut out of there. So the idea is that between this side being open and now this side being open, should be a bit louder. We should have less back pressure. Therefore, a little bit healthier and cooler running engine. This has been a fucking cocksucker. But, all things considered, I guess it could fucking be going worse. It could be going a whole fuck of a lot better, but it could be going worse. So I still have to cut this tab off of this side of the muffler, which is exactly how that hole happened right there. But on this side, if it creates a bit of a hole, it's not that big of a deal. That side, that's a pretty big deal. But I think some high heat JB weld and a fucking lot of it, and I can cut this piece of pipe kind of at an angle a bit so it won't cover our tailpipe, but it will cover this. And then we JB weld damn near a whole fucking tube of it on there. And have our clamp right up close to it, as close as we can get. And I actually think we're going to be fine. Just got this mocked up to take some measurements. It's about 9 inches from side to side. And then I need to cut back about 2 3/4 inches because it's going to extend all the way to the end of the pipe. Going to have to cut back about 2 3/4 inches, and then about 1.5 inches. So it will be kind of like that right there. So I guess I'll get on it. It's not looking quite as good as I hoped for, but she'll get clamped down. But I think it's gonna work. Overall, I think it's gonna work. So if you haven't figured it out yet, the basic idea is that this side of the muffler ends about right here. This side of the muffler, original muffler, ends about right here. You've got a pretty big gap, and this is the new chamber. This is the new case for the muffler. So now I just gotta get her fucking clamped down real good and give this thing a jump start and see what she sounds like. Still gonna run like shit because my carb's fucked up. But anyway, that's I'll mess with that later. So I got this clamp all hooked up. Basically, you take this, and then you'll have one of these up top and one on the bottom, and then this in the middle, and that really helps clamp this down. Then one at a time you tighten these down, but remember, you got to keep going back and forth and back and forth. You tighten one down, this one's loose, and then you tighten this one will loosen up a bit again. And you got to go back and forth multiple times and get them pretty tight, but that's how she's going. Also, I think I left them in the house, but this hardware, if you leave it out in the sun all day, even in the plastic bag, no, here it is, put some water on it, you will fucking burn yourself good. So keep that one in mind. Well, it was going relatively well, so of course something had to go wrong. They didn't fucking send that goddamn nut with the fucking kit, so now I'm gonna have to fucking go get one of those. But anyway, for now, she's about done. And I put the old fill filter back on since this one, this one cracked a bit. You can see it's kind of lopsided there. And it wasn't leaking, but just because it's not leaking doesn't mean that it can't be sucking air. I don't think that's the problem with why the tractor's been kind of running fucked up, but I know that filter's good, so just one less thing for process of elimination to figure it out, you know. Anyway, alrighty, got the jumper cables hooked up. Hopefully it fucking runs better now, but I'm just excited to see what it sounds like. With a little bit it will run, and hopefully it runs perfectly fine after. Hopefully that's all the issue was, but I doubt it. so awesome. I think that sounded fucking amazing. I still gotta get that fixed, get other nut to get it really clamped down good. But I really like the tone. It doesn't sound like pure straight pipe. It is a little bit mellower than you know, if you were just to cut it off right there and just have it just piped. It would be a lot more obnoxious than it is. It's actually fairly mellow, but it's a really deep, it's exactly the sound I was looking for too. So really happy about that. Also really happy that she's running good. Only time will tell. I think that may have been the culprit why it was running like that. It wasn't leaking any gas, and this crack was in it, and it was running fine, but I think the heat started to get to it. And I think that crack started to expand and it started sucking air. At least I hope so, because I'll be really bummed out if it starts running like shit again out of the middle of nowhere. But definitely seems to run better with this exhaust on here. Even better than she did when she was running good. So yeah, cool beans. Figured I'd do a quick before and after clip. So here's what it sounded like before we did what we did. And here's what it sounds like now. That sounds awesome. Alrighty, well, this has been a presentation how to make a custom exhaust on an 18-horse Briggs and Stratton opposed twin. I can't quit saying how amazing I think it sounds. But anyway, wanted to say thank you to all the new subscribers and the subscribers that have been here with this channel for like 12 years. I'm at 943. I'm really trying to hit that 1,000 mark. So if you're new here and you want to see more content like this, I'd really appreciate it if you'd give it a thumbs up and maybe subscribe. Check out my other playlists and everything. I've got a playlist for the Bolins. I got a playlist going for this. Most importantly right now, this is the main thing I've been making content on. Pretty soon I'm going to go over and start doing stuff with the Bolins. But for now, this is what's up. I have an entire playlist. Every video I've ever made of this tractor is on there. So be sure to go check that out. And I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Peace out and thanks for watching.